Good morning, second grade. This is the math lesson for Thursday, May 14th. And we're going to keep practicing our addition of three-digit numbers today. And we're going to have some really fun regrouping. So I thought I'd start off with this problem to show you what we're going to do today. Okay, remember, we always start our addition where? I hope you said in the ones place. So here we go. 5 plus 3 equals 8. I don't need to regroup. Great, let me move on. 7 plus 5. This is a great oddball math fact. What is 7 plus 5? I hope you knew right away that this is 12. Well, I can't write 12 here. What should I do? Well, I'm going to put down the 2 and I'm going to regroup. There we go. 2 plus 1 is 3 and 1 more is 4. That is our sum, 428. Did you see what we did? This time we regrouped from the tens to the hundreds. You can do that. Yesterday we were regrouping from the ones to the tens. We didn't have to do that with this problem. We regrouped from the tens to the hundreds. That's what we'll practice today. Now, let's do another example of this. How about let's do this problem. 152 plus, and I'm going to be very careful to line up my place value, 265. Okay, we know we must start adding in the ones. 5 plus 2. I know that is 7. Let's move along. 5 plus 6. This is a great doubles plus 1 math fact. I hope you saw that right away. 5 plus 6 is 11. I can't write 11 down here. I've got to regroup. Here we go. Now I can add 2 plus 1 is 3 and 1 more is 4. For a sum of 417. Now, boys and girls, I want to show you a piece of paper I included in your printable worksheets. It's grid paper. And I included this because if you find it challenging to write your work on the worksheet, if it doesn't give you enough room, then you may write it on the grid paper. And the beautiful thing about the grid paper is that it helps you keep it lined up in place value. So just to show you, I'll recopy this problem over. 175, see how I put one number in each box? Plus 253. Now I can add within my place value. 5 plus 3 is 8. We know 7 plus 5 is 12. We must regroup. 2 plus 1 is 3, and 1 more is 4. I just wanted to show you this as an option if you like writing the problem and practicing lining it up in place value here on the grid paper, if this is something you'd prefer to do rather than on the worksheet. Okay, I'll leave that up to you, but this is a good way to keep it lined up in place value. Now, here's an exciting thing. Now that we are adding three-digit numbers, you can add money in dollars and cents. So you're going to get to practice that today as well. Let me show you what I mean. We'll do a sample problem here. Here's my dollar sign. We're going to add $3.17 to $4.65. 3 digits. Now we have to remember with money that we need to keep our place values lined up. It's very important because that's the difference between dollars and cents. But all the same, addition rules apply. Here we go. We start in the ones. 7 plus 5. Well, we've already done that fact today. I hope you remember this oddball fact, and that it's 12. I can't write 12 here. I have to regroup. And I move over. 6 plus 1 is 7, and 1 more is 8. I'm going to put my decimal point right there and move on over. 3 plus 4, a great doubles plus 1 fact. That is 7. And I'm going to put my dollar sign. Do you see how I just moved over as I went and I didn't forget my decimal point or my dollar sign? And here is our sum, $7.82. This is great work. Today, you'll be doing a worksheet where you'll be adding 3-digit numbers and regrouping in the tens, just like we did up here. Remember, when you get to number 9, write your problem vertically and keep your place values lined up. Use the grid paper if you need to for that. Also, you'll be doing 21.4, and you'll be practicing adding money. Now, I love the example that they did up here at the top, and I'm going to go ahead and do that for you so that you can see it here on the paper. We're going to write it out. It says $2.25 plus, well, I'll put a dollar sign there. There's a 0, and then 45 cents. That is a fine way to write 45 cents. It just means there's not a dollar. So if you see the dollar or the 0 right here, it means no dollars, 45 cents. That's all that there is behind the decimal point, okay? When we wrote 45 cents before, when we were counting money, we would often write it like this. But when you write it with a decimal point, this is what it looks like. 4 tens and 5 ones. That's 45 cents. So now we can add. And remember, we always start in the ones. 5 plus 5, a great doubles fact. 10. Well, I can't write 10 down here, so I have to regroup. Here's my 0. Here's my 1. 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. I'm moving over, so I put my decimal point there. I kept everything lined up. 2 plus 0 is 2. I'm moving over. There's my dollar sign. $2.70. Okay, I just wanted to point that out so you wouldn't be confused if you see a 0 there and a couple numbers after the decimal point. That means cents. So you'll go ahead and finish this worksheet where you're adding money. When you get down to numbers 9, 10, and 11, please write these vertically, and you may use your grid paper to keep them lined up in place value if you'd like. You don't have to. You can write them vertically here in the white space, whichever one is best for you. All right, enjoy doing these 2 worksheets today and using your wonderful addition skills. Try to do math facts, and remember, math is God's invention and man's discovery. Come back and do reading with me next. Second graders, this is the reading lesson for Thursday, May 14th, and today you'll be reading the last chapter in Runaway Ralph. We have a very short vocabulary list, but let's go over it because we'll find these words in the chapter. Number 1, expectantly, looking forward to or expecting something. Number 2, gritty, looks like grit, rough, hard bits. Number 3, clods, lumps of dirt. Number 4, prickly, having sharp points. Number 5, twitch, to move or pull with a quick or sudden motion. Now number 6, prolong, to last longer than expected. Number 7, exterminate, to get rid of completely. Well, boys and girls, you will come across these words in our chapter today. And our chapter is called A Dangerous Plan. Now, we know in our last chapter that Ralph and Garth made a deal, or bargain as it was called. So at first, Garth thought that Catso had gotten Ralph. But Ralph was able to catch Garth when he was all alone and they could talk. And Ralph was able to tell Garth he wanted his motorcycle back. He told him he wanted to go back to the Mountain View Inn because that's where his family is and that's where he had lived. Now, Garth didn't understand this at first. He told Ralph that this was a very hard plan because how did Ralph think he was going to be able to get up the great big hill to take him to the Mountain View Inn? And Ralph admitted he hadn't thought about that, but he did remember how much he had enjoyed coming down that hill to get to the camp. Anyway, Garth is able to come up with the idea that when it is time for him to leave camp, his family would come and get him, and they would likely stay at the Mountain View Inn, and that way he could return Ralph. But Ralph wants his motorcycle back too. So they come up with a deal. Ralph is going to return Karen's watch, and he would like Garth to give him back his motorcycle. So Ralph lets Garth know he will return the watch in a place where boys can't go. And this way, everyone will believe, oh, it really wasn't Garth. Garth didn't take the watch. So Ralph has some ideas about where he can leave that watch, but he knows it's going to be very hard work. So our chapter is appropriately titled A Dangerous Plan. And I hope you enjoy reading about the plan that Ralph has. Just to show you a couple pictures, I don't know if these were in your book, but look at some of the danger that Ralph encounters. Of course, we know this to be Sam the watchdog, and here is Catso. This is a dangerous situation for several of the animals. So here's a danger that he comes into contact with, and another one. Look at this one. Someone trying to catch him. Ralph has to make his way out of some very difficult situations, see what happens, and if he gets back to the Mountain View Inn. What do you think? Do you think he will? Read along and find out. I hope you really enjoy this chapter as a nice ending to this book. And if you are able, please join me for spelling and for phonics. Second grade, let's do our last spelling words of the year. And this week, we're working on the ol sound that comes at the end of a word. All of these words end in blank, L-E. Here we go. Number 1, bubble. B-U-B-B-L-E. Bubble. Marble. M-A-R-B-L-E. Marble. Stable. S-T-A-B-L-E. Stable. Tremble. T-R-E-M-B-L-E. Tremble. Bundle. B-U-N-D-L-E. Bundle. Candle. C-A-N-D-L-E. Candle. Puddle. P-U-D-D-L-E. Puddle. Middle. M-I-D-D-L-E. Middle. Single. S-I-N-G-L-E. Single. Jungle. J-U-N-G-L-E. Jungle. Buckle. B-U-C-K-L-E. Buckle. Tickle. T-I-C-K-L-E. Tickle. Giggle. G-I-G-G-L-E. Giggle. Angle. A-N-G-L-E. Angle. Rifle. R-I-F-L-E. Rifle. Sniffle. S-N-I-F-F-L-E. Sniffle. Ruffle. R-U-F-F-L-E. Ruffle. Struggle. S-T-R-U-G-G-L-E. Struggle. Jingle. J-I-N-G-L-E. Jingle. Double. D-O-U-B-L-E. Double. Second grade, we're going to add on our last phonics sound for second grade. Let's review our phonics. Sound. A-A-I-A-A-A-A. Spellings. A curve, E curve, I curve, O curve, U curve. Sound. E. Spellings. E mark, E-E, E blank E, E-A, blank Y, blank I-E, blank. Sound. Z. Spellings. Z blank S. Sound. Th. Other sound. V. Spelling. T-H. Sound. I. Spellings. I mark, I blank E, blank I-G-H, blank Y, blank I-E. Sound. N. Spellings. N-K-N blank. Sound. Sh. Spellings. S-H blank T-I blank blank C-I blank. V plural rule. Change an F to a V and add blank E-S. Plural rule. When a word ends in S, SS, X, SH, CH, or Z, you add blank ES. Y plural rule. Change the Y to an I and add blank ES. Sound. A. Spellings. A mark, A blank E, AI blank, blank AY. Another long A spelling, blank EIGH. Sound. Spellings A dot, E dot, O dot. Sound O. Spellings O mark, O blank E, O A blank, blank O W, blank O E. Sound R. Spellings R W R blank. Sound oo. Spellings double O mark, 2 dot U, U blank E W, blank U E. Sound U. Spellings U mark, U blank E W, blank U E. Sound Spellings ER Sound F. Spellings FPH. Sound K. Spellings CK blank CK. Sound M. Spellings M blank MB. Sound NK. Spelling blank NK. Sound NG. Spelling blank NG. Signal letters EIY. Sound S. Spellings CE, CI, CY. Sound J. Spellings GE, GI, GY, blank D, GE. Sound X. Spellings X blank CKS. Sound E. Spellings E curve, EA curve. Sound Ch. Spellings CH blank TCH. Sound W. Spellings WH blank. Sound Qu. Spellings QU. Sound OW. Spellings OW blank. Sound R. Spelling AR. Sound OR. Spelling OR. Sound AW. Spellings AW blank double dot A. Sound OI. Spellings OI blank blank OY. Sound Spellings double O curve blank double dot U blank. Sounds L. Spellings L blank LE.